This is my audience. In Portugal, when they decriminalized drugs, it contributed to the decrease of heroin and coke seizures, and it also decreased in offenses and drug-related deaths. Decriminalizing drugs has been proven to help in more ways than just one, and is why I think that the United States should do it as well. I've done thorough research to find the statistics and results of decriminalizing drugs, and people seem to think it will increase the use and addiction, but there will always be drugs around, just an unsafe way to retrieve them. Not only will decriminalizing drugs help the users and the community, but it will also help the state financially. In Portugal, the rate of drug use or crime did not increase, but the rate of addiction, overdoses, and HIV sharply decreased. Instead of putting those people who use drugs in jail, it allows them to get treated like patients and get the help that they deserve. As a result, hardly any new heroin addicts were registered, and while existing users were supported and have been helped to find jobs and get treatment plans. Users, as you've seen on TV, in the news, there's been a lot of fentanyl cases that have been going around. And users don't know whether their heroin or cocaine or marijuana have been laced with that, and that can even lead to death. Over 150 people every day die from overdoses related to synthetic opioids like fentanyl. And if they were able to get it from a safe source, it wouldn't just be safer for them, but they could also get help from that place as well. It would also help financially. Drugs could easily be regulated in the same manner that alcohol and tobacco are. And more importantly, it could be heavily taxed. The price would still be substantially less than current prices on the illicit market, and the revenue generated from the regulation could then be funneled into education and rehabilitation programs. Decriminalization of all drugs can reduce government spending and generate tax revenue, which would then free up resources to expand treatment on substance abuse, mental health, and other community services. According to the 2018 report from the Cato Institute, federal, state, and local entities spent over $48 billion on drug prohibition alone in the year 2016. While some of you may think, well, I don't use drugs, so how will it help my community personally? If drugs were legalized, dangers to public health from the use of heroin, cocaine, and marijuana would be heavily reduced. Decriminalization lowers overdose and disease rates while increasing people's access to social services and healthcare. Negative view towards drugs and people who use them is a big part of why there are so many overdoses. Not wanting to reach out to your close friends and families about what's going on because they're scared of how they're going to be viewed. Reshaping the way that the people close to you and medical professions think about drugs can help be talked about more openly and more honestly. Many also say that taking away the illegal part of drugs could steer kids away from it more. Like, as a parent, knowing that your kids are teens wanting to rebel, wanting to not do what you say, trying to find something that brings them adrenaline, or just knowing that it shouldn't be, or they're doing something that they're not supposed to, is what makes them want to do that. Like, for example, kids who are under 21 want to drink more because it's harder to get, it's more fun that way, but when they turn 21, they start slowing down because it's easier for them, more accessible, and it's not just as a big deal as it used to be. With decriminalizing drugs, there are many benefits that can come from it. It would not just be better financially, addicts can get the help they need and deserve, and it would help the community. Drugs will always be around regardless, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. And with decriminalizing drugs, it would help immensely in more ways than just one. Thank you. And then here's my audience again.